How are you doing? Hope you are doing fine. In today's class, we are going to discuss the topic called Ratio and Applications, which is of Chapter 6, Class 7th from Telangana State textbook. Why do we use the word ratio? We come across the word ratio in our real life in many situations. When do we use this word ratio? We obviously use when we compare any quantities. మనం two quantities ని compare చేసినప్పుడు we'll use the word ratio. For example, if anybody asks you that what is the strength of your class? So suppose if the strength of your class is 30 and what is the strength of girls here? We think that let the strength of the girls be 15. Now here's a question. What is the ratio of girls to the total strength of the class? What is the strength of the girls? Strength of the girls is 15 and total strength is 30. So we say that ratio is 15 is to 30. We learned all these basics in our class 6th. Now reduce this ratio to the lowest term. We can say that 15 is to 30 is nothing but 15 by 30. 15 is to 30 ni manam 15 by 30 laga rayochu. Now reduce this to the lowest term or its simplest form. 15 ones are 15 and 15 twos are 30. We get 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is nothing but 1 is to 2. In simple words, we can say that among the total strength, girls' strength is half of the total strength, or total strength is twice of girls' strength. So this is how we use ratio in our real life. Now let us learn some more examples. We have apples and we have mangoes. How many apples do we have? We have 6 apples. And how many mangoes do we have? We have 2 mangoes. Now here is a question. What is the ratio of apples to mangoes? I am asking you that. What is the ratio of apples to mangoes? How many apples do we have? We have 6 apples. Let us write it. And how many mangoes do we have? We have 2 mangoes. Let us write it. So in between we put a ratio symbol. What is the ratio of apples to mangoes? The ratio is 6 is to 2. 6 is to 2 can be written as 3 is to 1 because I reduced it to the lowest term or simplest form. Because 2 ones are 2, 2 threes are 6. We get 3 is to 1. Therefore, ratio of apples to mangoes is 3 is to 1. Now here is the second question. What is the ratio of mangoes to apples? How many mangoes do we have? We have 2 mangoes. Let us write it. And how many apples do we have? 6 apples. And this is the ratio symbol. Therefore, 2 is to 6. Reduce this to the lowest term now. 2 ones are 2. 2 threes are 6. We get 1 is to 3. So this is the ratio of mangoes to apples. So children, I hope you learned how to write ratios. Here is one more example. Weight of Rita is 70 kgs and weight of Preeta is 35 kgs. What is the ratio of Rita's weight to Preeta's weight? Let us write it first. Weight of Rita and weight of Preeta. Now here is a question. What is the ratio of Rita's weight to Preeta's weight? Rita's weight is 70 kgs and Preeta's weight is 35 kgs. Therefore, ratio is 70 to 35. Reduce this to the simplest form now. 35 ones are 35 and 35 twos are 70. Therefore, the ratio is 2:1. Therefore, ratio of Rita's weight to Preeta's weight is 2:1, or Preeta's weight is half of Rita's weight. So, in all these examples, we used the word ratio to compare quantities. ఏదో ఒక క్వాంటిటీని కంపేర్ చేయడానికి మనం రేషియోని యూజ్ చేసాం. So that is why I say you that we use ratio to compare quantities. Now let us learn the introduction of ratio. A ratio is an ordered comparison of quantities of same units. We can only compare quantities by ratio when they are in same units. We use the symbol is to represent a ratio. So this is a symbol used to represent a ratio. The ratio of two quantities A and B is A:B. So suppose when we compare two quantities A and B by ratio, we read it as A:B. Between A and B, we use the ratio symbol and we read it as A:B. So I hope you learnt what is a ratio. Now pronounce this. Here we are comparing 7 and 9 by ratio. So we read it as 7:9. Therefore the ratio is 7:9. Let us take two quantities A and B. Here A is 1 and B is 2. A and B are called the terms of ratio. A is called as the antecedent and B is called as a consequent. So remember, if there are any two terms A and B are called the terms of ratio. A is called as an antecedent and B is called as a consequent. A is nothing but the first quantity and B is nothing but the second quantity. Therefore, the first quantity is the antecedent and the second quantity is the consequent. Children, this is exercise 1. And the first question is, what is the ratio of ₹100 and ₹10? Express your answer in the simplest form. So, for suppose we have a 100 rupees note and we have a 10 rupees note. What is the ratio of ₹100 to ₹10? We say that ₹10 is 10 times smaller than ₹100 or ₹100 is 10 times greater than ₹10. How do we write it? We write it in a ratio. So ₹100 to ₹10. So this is how we write the ratio of ₹100 to ₹10. Now decrease this to the simplest form. ₹100 is to ₹10 can be written as ₹100 by ₹10 because ratio can be written as a fraction. Now here this 0 and this 0 will get cancelled. We'll have 10 by 1 left. 10 by 1 is a fraction. How do we write it as a ratio? We write it as 10:1. Therefore, ₹100 is 10 times greater than ₹10 and the ratio is 10:1. Now, let us move to the second question. Now, this is the second one. Sudha has ₹5. Money with Radha is 3 times the money with Sudha. How much money does Radha have? Sudha has ₹5 and Radha has that amount which is equal to 3 times of Sudha's money. Sudha daggara unna money ki 3 times ekku undanta Radha daggara. How much amount does Sudha have? Amount with Sudha is equal to ₹5 and amount with Radha is 3 times of amount with Sudha, which is nothing but 3 times of 5 because Sudha have ₹5 and 3 times of 5 is nothing but 15. Therefore, amount with Radha is rupees 15. And here is the first question. What is the ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money? First, we have Radha's money and next we have Sudha's money. Therefore, Radha's money is the antecedent and Sudha's money is the consequent. What is Radha's money? Radha's money is 15. Therefore, 15 is the antecedent. First one. So, 15 is the antecedent and consequent is Sudha's money, which is 5. We have 15 is to 5. Therefore, ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money is 15 is to 5. Reduce this to the lowest term now. 15 is to 5 is nothing but 15 by 5. Because ratios can be written as a fraction. And 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. We get 3 by 1. 3 by 1 is nothing but 3 is to 1. Therefore, ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money is 3 is to 1. Here is the second question. What is the ratio of Sudha's money and Radha's money? First, we have Sudha's money here. Therefore, Sudha's money is the antecedent. How much amount do Sudha have? 5 rupees. Therefore, rupees 5 is 2. And next, we have Radha's money. How much amount do Radha have? 15 rupees. Therefore, rupees 5 is to rupees 15, which is nothing but 5 by 15. So, I expressed this ratio as a fraction. 5 ones are 5, 5 threes are 15. We'll get 1 by 3. 1 by 3 is nothing but 1 is to 3. Therefore, ratio of Sudha's money and Radha's money is 1 is to 3. So, children, therefore, ratio of Radha's money and Sudha's money is 3 is to 1. And ratio of Sudha's money to Radha's money is 1 is to 3. This is the answer. Now, let us move to the next question. A rectangle measures 40 centimeters at its length and 20 centimeters at its width. Find the ratio of length to the width. So, here is a rectangle whose length is 40 centimeters and breadth is 20 centimeters. We need to find the ratio of length to the width. Let us write the given statements first. Given length is equal to 40 centimeters, breadth is equal to 20 centimeters. We need to find the ratio of the length to the width. Remember, we have length to the width. Length first వచ్చింది కాబట్టి length is the antecedent and width తర్వాత వచ్చింది కాబట్టి width is the consequent. First term must be length and the second term must be the width. Therefore, ratio is equal to, what is the length we have? 40 centimeters is 2 and width we have is 20 centimeters. Therefore, ratio is equal to 40 centimeters is to 20 centimeters. We can write it as 40 by 20. 40 is to 20 can be written as 40 by 20. Now 0 and 0 will get cancelled. 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. We'll have 2 by 1. 2 by 1 is nothing but 2 is to 1. Therefore, the ratio is 2 is to 1. So, therefore, ratio of length to its width is 2 is to 1. We say that Length is twice the breadth, or breadth is half the length. And the ratio is 2:1. Children, remember, length markabatti first quantity must be length and the second quantity must be width. Go according to the question we have. Look at the statement carefully and then write the answer.